my kids make some really cute Easter cards with daffodils on them, with little lambs, eggs in nests, and they love to say Happy Easter. And it's interesting, isn't it? Because I'm not really sure. We're not a religious family. So for them, it's a sort of symbolism that's just all about spring. And if you're religious and you have certain things that you do celebrate at this time of year, then absolutely go for it. I'm not here to get in the way of that in any way. But I also think that when you set aside the way that greetings cards manufacturers market the celebration, and when you set aside the way that chocolate manufacturers market the celebration, and you just really ask yourself, what does this season signify for me? Then you get the chance to think about how to celebrate something that's meaningful to you with a symbolism of your own creation. Just as you would if you were doing art or theatre, or even, do you remember at primary school when sometimes they'd have like a display table and they'd put a tablecloth on it and they'd say, right, we're going to have a themed table. Once we had a table where everything on the table had to be red. So what would it be like to create a spring table for you? And I really want to invite you to actually do that, to actually create a spring table or corner, or, spread a little cloth out and see what you find as you wander around. And it might be that the symbolism that comes to you is traditional, that people give you little fluffy chicks and that feels really spring-like to you. Or it might be that you pick a few flowers and put them in a vase. It might be that you draw or paint something, that you find little objects or colours and you just gather them together. And I'd like you to spend a minute or two really thinking about what you like about spring. What is it that excites you, ignites you, that feels wonderful about this time? And which parts of your life feel like they are budding and full of growth at the moment? Where can you feel something pushing through out of the soil? What would you like to see really grow and flourish? If you could wish for anything at this point in the year, in your life, where would you like to have blossoming energy, spreading out, stretching out, reaching for the sunshine? These are just some little reflections to prod you to think philosophically and create some meaning around this time of year that's like, so that we don't use food to be our only punctuation marks in the year, but we actually create other rituals that are of personal significance. That doesn't mean you'll do this every year, but it just means that you start to associate with loving certain things and noticing that those things give you energy. So if you have a spring table, I'd love you to photograph it and share it. And even if you find an object that really feels like it signifies spring, or a colour and that you particularly like, then I would love to know about it. In this hypnosis, we're going to go deeper into that energy of spring and trying to bring a little springiness to our very own selves.